friends, welcome back to the channel Ruchi's Teaching. Uh, this is Ruchi here. In this video I am going to explain advantages and disadvantages of a C language. Okay, before I start my video, please I would like to say that if you are new to the channel, subscribe the channel, and if you like it, please like it, give a like to it and share to your friends. Okay, let's enter into the video. Now already we have discussed about the applications, features, all those of C language in the previous videos, and in this video I am going to explain the advantages. Already all these advantages we have discussed in the in our previous videos, but I will just give a brief explanation on it, and next we'll go to the disadvantages of C language. Okay, now first one, building blocks for many. In advantages, building blocks for many programming languages. See, already I have discussed about this. C language is a base for the other programming languages, so it acts like a building blocks for other programming languages. How can we say that building blocks is? By taking the base of this C language only, they have developed or designed other programming languages by using the main features of this. That's why it is a building blocks for the many programming languages. Now second one is powerful and efficient. We will call this C language as powerful and efficient because it has many built-in functions and many built-in operators. So because of that only it has become a very powerful programming language. Next is portable language. Why you are calling it as portable languages? When you write C programs, you can execute C programs in different operating systems. So this is the portability of the language. That means if you have written a program in one language, the one operating system, that is Windows operating system, that program can be executed in Unix or Linux. So that's why it is called as portable. Next is built-in functions. Already I have discussed this. So because of built-in functions only, this has become popular language. For example, printf, scanf, sin theta, the maths equations, all these things, sine, cos, tan, all those functions are provided in the library. So because of these functions only, it has become popular. This is one of the advantage of the C language. Structured programming language. Already we have discussed this also. So it is dependent. This is a structured programming language, and this structured programming language is nothing but the concept here is used is procedural programming language. That means if there is a large program, that program is divided into many modules in the form of functions they will create, and you can write the program in a very simplest form. That's why it is a structured programming language. Middle level language. It knows high level language and low level language. That's why it is called as middle level language. Next is implementation of algorithms and data structures. So this is new one. So you can implement different algorithms in this by using C language, and even there are the many concepts like stacks, queues, and oops, all those in data structures you have stacks, queues concept. So that concept, it is our C language will support this concept. So it is C programs are implemented with algorithms and data structures. Next is it is a procedural language. Already we have discussed about the structural programming language. So in that we are using procedural procedures. In the procedures is nothing but a large program is divided into a small modules. These are nothing but the procedures. After dividing these procedures are written in the form of the functions. Okay, so that is why it is a procedural language. Next, dynamic memory allocation. Now dynamic memory allocation is nothing but our C program has only dynamic memory allocation. That means it's a runtime memory allocation is there. That means when you write the program, when you create a variables, that variables are recognized in the runtime only. That's why it is a dynamic memory allocation is there in this C language. Next is system programming. Using this C language, you can develop many operating systems and even hard drives also you can design with this system programming. So all these are nothing but the advantages. Now we will go to the disadvantages. In disadvantages, it doesn't supports OOPS concept. OOPS concept is nothing but the object oriented programming concept. That concept is not supported in C language. In that concept, classes, objects and inheritance, encapsulation, all those things are there in the OOPS concept, that is supported by C++ and Java. So here in this C language, OOPS concept is not there. Okay, this is one of the drawback of our C language. Next is no runtime checking. What is no runtime checking? Now you think that you have written a program. Now that program is compiled. After compilation, if it have total compilation only, it will give the error. And it's not like what to say, for example, I'll tell you, in Visual Basic software, this is one of the programming language where it is used for front end creations things. So in this, when you write a program, first line, first line you have written. After first line, when you come to the next line only, if you have done any mistake in this, automatically it gives out the error. During writing only it gives out the errors. Like that, at that moment only you have to correct this statement, and then only you can go to the next statement. So this type of thing is there in the Visual Basic software. So this type of concept is not there in our C language. Our C language, how you after you have to write the total program completely, that program should be written. Then after that, when you go for compilation, it will compile line by line. First this one. Next, after completion of this, then it shows the errors. Okay, then it shows the errors. At that time we can go for the correcting of the errors, but not after each writing statement. So that type of runtime checking is not there. Okay. Next, no concept of namespace. What is namespace? Namespace is the concept. You can see this in other programming languages like C++ and Java. Here you don't have that concept. Actually, in the namespace is suppose you are declaring one variable with a name int a. Now you cannot a variable is been created. Now this variable should be always unique. Suppose if you create one more int a like this, it will automatically, while compilation it gives the errors. So this concept is nothing but namespace concept. This concept is not supported by the C language. The moment if you declare both the variables with the same name, this concept after compiling it, the errors will be given. So this type of concept is not supported by C language, but it is supported in other languages. Okay. Next, lack of exception handling. Now, what is exception handling? when in our further classes, like when we go for C++, at that time you can study about the exception handling. Meanwhile, I will just give a small idea about it. Exception handling concept is seen in C++ and Java. Actually, what happens is, now exception handling is errors are there. Now see, errors are of two type. Like during compilation errors will come, and runtime also errors will come. So during compilation errors, only this is present in C. These runtime errors cannot be solved in C. Actually, this concept is not there in the C language. Only this concept is there in the C language. So exception handling is this one. Now when you get the runtime errors, these errors you cannot solve it in the C language. Suppose if you go for C++ or Java, at that time what happens is, these errors, when you have got these errors during runtime error, now at that time it will have a concept of exception handling. This exception handling concept will solve the runtime errors. So now you might have understood, exception handling is the solution concept. So is the concept where it is used to solve the runtime errors, and this concept is not there in the C language. Only compilation errors will be seen in the C language. So this is how exception handling is the process or the concept present in C++ and Java. Through exception handling you can solve the runtime errors problem. Next is constructors and destructors, and again this is a OOPS concept. Our C language will not support OOPS concept, so there are no constructors and no destructors in our C language. Okay, so this is one of the drawback in our C language. Next is low level of abstraction. First of all, abstraction is data hiding. What is data hiding? The simple word you can understand, data hiding. When data hiding is not there in our C language will not hide the data. It will not hide the data. Everything will be given out or thrown out on the system. So the data is not hidden in the C language. Because of that, the C language programs have very low C programs will not provide security. Okay, C programs will not provide security. Why? Because of there is no abstraction. Okay, now understood. It doesn't have OOPS concept. It will not support OOPS concept. This is that it doesn't have runtime checking, and no namespacing concept. No exception handling is not there here. No constructors and destructors, and there is a very low level abstraction. Data hiding is not there. So security of the programs is very less. Okay, so with this I think you have understood advantages and disadvantages. Okay, I hope you have liked this video. If you like it, please give a like, share to your friends and subscribe the channel. Okay then, bye, thank you.